What is up, guys? Welcome back to some more videos, and in today's video, Shawn Rhoden. Now, before I get into that, I want to say I know I've kind of been a little inconsistent with the content. I know this since the Olympia weekend. I did the whole Olympia coverage, and then I kind of pushed some videos out after that talking about bodybuilding, and I just kind of fell off of the whole thing, as I usually do. I fall off and I just kind of take months and years off. I don't know, but I want to kind of be consistent with one type of content. So I enjoy fitness and bodybuilding, that kind of stuff. I want to kind of stick to that. I do want to do the workout videos, but at the same time, it's like, okay, if I do workout videos, what am I going to do? Chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, calves. Like, okay, I show that. What else do I do? Like, do I just show that all the time? I mean, sure, I can mix up the workouts for different exercises and different tempos and different intensity, but it's like, you're just going to see me doing arms and back and shoulder. Like, no, it's very difficult to be consistent doing the same thing all the time, versus me being able to talk about topics. I can talk about all kind of things all day for months and years to come. So it's, I guess, easier for me to do these kind of videos than just working out and updates and, food videos. It's like I only eat like 6 meals, and then I'll have like a sporadic like pizza and pasta thing, but like my meals are always the same. My workout, for the most part, is the same, other than progressively overloading the weight. So it's like, what do I show there? So yeah, you'll see that sporadically once again, but I don't want that to be the focus, because that's like just the occasional once per month update kind of video. But for the most part, I just want to kind of talk about things I enjoy and things that are going on. And right now, Shawn Rhoden. This guy has not had a break. He's been slammed and slammed and slammed. So bit of a history lesson if you don't know what's going on with him. 2018 Mr. Olympia, he won the contest. Oldest man to win. I think he was 49. Well, 49 what? He was 43 years in like a couple months old, so he's the oldest man to win it. Great stuff there. He got accused of rape, so really bad allegations right there that prevented him from doing the 2019 Olympia. So he wasn't able to defend his title or go for a second one if he were to win. I don't know, but he just did not. He couldn't compete. They put out a statement saying, until this case is resolved, you're not going to be allowed to compete at the Olympia for the foreseeable future. So if this goes on for 2, 3, 4, 10 years, this whole case, he won't be in the Olympia for 2, 3, 4, 10 years. Kind of sucks, but it's kind of like, you understand it, but then it kind of sucks for him. They need to protect themselves, they need to protect their image, and if he were to win by having an ongoing case, that would not look good, because you have this reigning Mr. Olympia who is being charged. Well, he hasn't been charged yet, but he has this ongoing case of where he was accused of this very horrific crime. This is nothing to play about. Horrible. But again, we don't know if he did or didn't. Like, it's still ongoing. So I can understand the perspective of the Olympia representatives, but at the same time, in his defense, I mean, he is, for the most part, he might be innocent. If he is innocent, he's wasted 2, 3, 4 years of not being able to compete, fighting this case, being innocent the entire time. That really sucks. So fast forward, he's prepping for the Arnold 2020 Arnold, and now some more stuff comes out. This whole time we were thinking he's good. He can't do the Olympia, but he can still compete in other IFBB shows. Doesn't matter what it is, the Arnold, the New York Pro, these smaller shows, he can still compete as long as it's not the Olympia. 2020 Arnold, he kind of made an announcement. He was on Nick Strength and Power's channel saying, he wants to do the Arnold. The Arnold people actually made a poster with him and Big Ramy saying the return of Big Ramy, or Rhoden, and Ramy Elsbai, whatever Big Ramy's last name is. I'm sure they just said Big Ramy, not his actual name, but Rhoden, versus, Big Ramy. That was like the big promotional hype of 2020 Arnold. Like, the two of them are going to make their return. They're going to come back. It's going to be insane. But now, I think a website, I think it's Evolution of Bodybuilding or Fitness Vault, or one of those websites, they kind of dropped an article saying, due to Shawn Rhoden not paying his IFBB pro fees, he's not going to be able to compete. I'm like, but that's like $150 fee a year. Like, why would he not pay that? There has to be more to the story. There was. So the Arnold people are now kind of going back and doing what the Olympia did. And it's kind of funny because they released this poster. He is on it. They promoted him as the return of Shawn Rhoden. So it's like, why would you do that? But then release a statement afterwards saying, oh, you can compete, but only after these allegations and this court case has been resolved. The Arnold isn't like 3 months, 3-ish, almost 4 months away. I think it's in March, first week of March. He has like 3.5 months. There's no way this gets settled in 3.5 months. Typically, these kind of cases can go on for years. 1 to 3 years is very typical, very normal. For something to be resolved in a couple months is very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. I don't know if they'll push it or whatever, or if, he settles, that could be a thing. But as of right now, there's no way this case is going to be settled within the coming months before the Arnold, which means I don't see Shawn Rhoden competing at all. I think they actually pulled the poster. So they put the poster up themselves to promote it. But then they released a statement saying that he can't compete until the allegations are resolved. And then they pulled the poster. I'm sure they were aware that this is ongoing. So why release a poster in the first place? Why create that kind of hype? Why promote that at all? Like, there's no way they weren't aware of that. Like, there's no way. It's everywhere. It's everywhere in the media. Everyone's talking about it. Like, there's no way they didn't know. But at the same time, there's no way they believe that he's going to resolve this in 3 months. Like, I really don't get it. Like, why would you drop that? Anyway, so they pulled it back. That kind of sucks. So as of right now, Shawn Rhoden can't compete in the Olympia. He can't compete at the Arnold. And as far as I see it, he can't compete at all in the IFBB, because it seems like the IFBB is also preventing him from being able to pay his fees. Pretty much saying the same thing as the Arnold Olympia. Until these situation is resolved, we're just not going to have you, kind of thing. So it sucks. Shawn is not a young man. I think he's 44, turning 45. If this does go on for 2 to 3 years, he'll be what 47. So that's 4 years in between his Olympia win and the next time he's eligible to probably compete, because depending on how long the case goes on for, obviously he'll be 46, 47 if things continue how they're going right now. Not sure if something's going to happen with his legal team. Like, are they going to go to the people, the Arnold people or the Olympic people, saying, hey, I mean, this isn't fair? I don't know, but like, I get it. They have to protect their brand. Arnold people have to protect their brand. Olympic people have to protect their brand. IFBB has to protect their brand. They don't want, this person who was accused of this crime, who could be innocent, by the way, but they don't want this person to represent the sport because it looks bad. I get it. Like, bro, I get it. But at the same time, he could be innocent. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, what do you do? What do you do? Do you just, I don't know. It's tough, but it sucks for him. Shawn will not be at the Arnold. It looks like, hope maybe things can change. Maybe something can be, I don't know, they can have some kind of discussion. I don't know. But as of right now, it doesn't look good. And that kind of sucks. I'm a big fan of Shawn Rhoden physique-wise. I think he's a good person. Obviously, I never met him. I don't know him personally. I see what I see in social media. I see what I see in interviews. I see what I see on stage. And I think, it all looks great. He looks like a great guy. But I don't know him. I don't know if he did it or not. I have no idea. So if he did do it, then he deserves everything that he's getting. If he didn't, then that is just shit. A shit. I mean, he doesn't have time to waste. Like, he is, these are his last years of his pro competitive career. So to kind of use them fighting a court case where you were accused of rape, and not being able to compete because of that reason, man, that's devastating. That is devastating. So I don't know. We got 3.5 months till the Arnold. Fingers crossed something gets resolved. Fingers crossed something comes about. I doubt, because once again, these things tend to go on for years. A year and a half, 2 years minimum. So I don't know, man. I don't see this getting resolved anytime soon. So anyways, I don't know. Guys, down below, let me know what you think about this whole ongoing thing about Shawn Rhoden. But at the very least, Big Rom is going to be there. I don't think Phil's going to be doing it. I wish Phil would do the Arnold. That'd be awesome, but I don't think he's going to be doing it. Big Rom is going to be there. Most likely Cedric's going to be there. Probably, going to see Juan. I know Patrick Moore will be there as well. So going to be a good line up. Just not going to have 2018 Mr. Olympia Shawn Rhoden. So It was rough, man. But anyways, guys, quick video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what you think about the situation. Insane. So yeah, like, share, comment. Like I said, I'll see you next time. Can I snap? Bye bye.